I wanted to share something that came to me today as I was learning with a student, and I think it's really gives a deeper insight on the sin of Adam Arishon, which is the sin of humanity, and where it is rooted, what's the connection with us. And we know that the sin of Adam Arishon was that he ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, what is called in Hebrew the Etz Hadas. Etz Hadas is the tree of knowledge not just of good and evil, but knowledge means that my head and my heart are connected or disconnected. And the Daas that was used, meaning that connection was broken in a way. So let me explain what I mean. So before even they ate of the tree of knowledge and good evil, there was a problem in the relationship of Adam and Eve. It says in the pasuk, in the verse, chapter 2, verse 25, "Ve'yu shnehem arumim ha'adam v'ishto v'lo yizbosheshu." That both were naked, the man and his wife, and they were not ashamed. And at that point, right away after, and then the snake, who was the most naked of all the animals of the field, then went to the woman. So, and then he tried to seduce her. So what's happening? Rashi says what happened here is that the snake, the Adam and Eve actually had relations, and the relation that they had was naked, meaning it was not protected. It was made in the open. Below is bosheshu, they were not ashamed. Not that they were supposed to be ashamed, but there was a problem in the way that they did their relation, that they had their relation. Apparently, there was the fact that the snake was able to see them was a lack of preciousness, a lack of understanding of the greatness of that relationship, of that what that relationship can bring. Anything that is holy and precious should be hidden and supposed to be put. When you have something precious that you love, you don't you put it in a cover. So, and we know that after that relation, the woman went away from the man and she was left alone, which is very strange. Why is the woman alone now with the snake? Obviously, there was a problem in the relation that Adam had with his wife. When is a woman most likely to leave her husband after a relation? It meaning that he was doing something wrong. There was a lack of respect, a lack of love, a lack of focus on the wife, and therefore she left. She needed more unity, more das, connection between the head and the heart. Adam was not completely connected. He didn't understand the greatness of his wife, and it says even in the Midrash that what was Adam doing? He was sleeping. So if you just had a relationship with the most beautiful woman in the world and you're sleeping, obviously there's a problem. And the woman is awake, she wants to talk. So you're not talking, you're not paying attention, you're not realizing who she really is. Also, he changes her name later on, and from Isha to Chava, because he realized, whoa, she's the mother of all living things. He didn't understand the power of that relationship, of Das. How do we call a man who sleeps with his wife? We have it a bit later into the verse. It says, and Adam knew Chava. Adam knew Eve, which means that they had relations together, and a child came out of that. So what does that mean? Here it says in chapter 4, Ve'adam yada et Chava, and Adam knew Chava. That's when, in a way, he started the tikkun, because he was kicked out, and from that she conceived Cain and Hevel. So what's happening here is that the man and woman is the head and the heart. The Etz Daas, it's also the problem of eating from the Etz Daas and not the Etz Chaim, is that the Etz Daas is just it's the knowledge, but the knowledge has to come to the heart. A real Das is a Das that leads a real knowledge to Chaim, to life. It goes from the head to the heart to my limbs. And so, what do I mean by all that? What do I mean by all that? Is that the root of all sins, the root of the problem of humanity, where Adam messed up, so to speak. Adam is us, it's humanity. Adam is in us. The root is that there was a disconnect between the love of his wife. There was a disconnect between who he saw his wife was and who she really is. And meaning that we have to work on our couples. Our marriages are the root of all problems. Imagine right now that everyone will work on their marriage, right? And every couple in the world will be a good, loving couple. Now, how do you think the world would change? Everything will change. This is the root of everything. Because if couples love each other and respect each other, have intimacy with tremendous passion and love, then the atmosphere, the love, the peace, the harmony in the home spreads. All the kids are born from this beautiful harmony and love. There's no snake around, meaning there's no yetzera, no evil inclination that try to, meaning taivos, that desire that came from the etzadas. Because of that, there was a desire now that came because you were not able to love the other one. Now there's a desire, negative desire coming from the etzadas, and the desire that is unhealthy. It is superficial. So then continuing, meaning that all the kids will be healthy kids and holy kids, and then society as a whole will be happy, positive, loving, and then there will be much more peace in the world, if not complete peace in the world. So we have to realize that if we want to fix the world, obviously it's one of the main things, but I really truly believe, from everything you learn, everything you read, one of the main things, I keep hearing it from different rabbanim and rabbis, and it seems to be a pattern when you see the problem that people have in life. If the couple is not good and loving, if they don't work on themselves, it ends up to be a disaster. Today we're in a world with more than 60% of divorce in some places, and look at the state of the world. There's so many problems. Now we're going through a corona pandemic thing, and we are all stuck home as if to be pushed to be able to be together with our spouse. So everybody has to work on himself, basically, but focusing on his character trait, focusing on the preciousness to be one with one's wife, the preciousness, the power of being united, loving oneself, making love, protecting the intimacy, making love and not sex. There's a great difference between love and sex. You can make love to your wife, you can make sex to your wife. And love is something that where you give, sex is something you take. It's more selfish. And if we're able to really reflect on that and work on that and work on our intimacy, it's hard to work on intimacy. You making sure that the wife truly feels love, physically, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, on all levels. And same thing, the husband. Sometimes it's vice versa. So, but usually the focus is if the husband has to be able to see the greatness of his wife, and the wife has to see the greatness of her husband. The more you see the greatness of the other, the more you're able to respect each other. The more you're attracted to each other. The more you want to be one with that being that is so great, and that is really the real work. So, one of the best way to be happy, to be productive, to be great is to fix that problem of being able to see the greatness of the other. Adam didn't see the greatness in the woman. So I would like to conclude with the fact that, the 24,000 students of Rabbi Akiva, this time now, First Omer, they said they died because they didn't respect each other. They didn't see the individual as a great person as in itself. And in a way, it's if they would have practiced home, if they have practiced what their rabbi had said, I see the greatness in me, but I'm seeing therefore the greatness in you. Like I see the greatness in me, I'm going to see greatness in you. I respect my opinion, my greatness. I'm going to respect your opinion, your greatness. But it starts really home. The student of Akiba should have seen that home from their parents, which means from the husband and wife. We know that Rabbi Akiva had the greatest, most deepest respect for his wife. He says everything is from her. When he came with the 24,000 students, and she came, she looked like because they were not rich at all, and she was walking, and the students say, "Well, who are you?" Rabbi Akiva said, "No, what are you doing? Everything I have is hers. All of you are hers." And Rabbi Akiva understood that. Rabbi Akiva gave that tremendous lesson. So in a way, we see that the fact that Rabbi Akiva was able to be successful and to bring, the students were not able to reach that level, but he had 5 students who were able to reach that level. And that's, I think, why everything is connected. You see that we want to fix the problems and go back to Har Sinai, to be back to Hashem. Everything now is a preparation to go back to Hashem. We see it has to do with marriage. It has to do with loving each other, respecting our marriage, respecting the being able to truly see the greatness of the other in the couple, and truly appreciating it, showing our appreciation, loving the other, truly giving. So this is the message I wanted to share with you. I think it's very appropriate for this time, and I think it's beautiful because really we're seeing that it's go back to the Etz Daas, the tree of knowledge. It was all about how do you get to know something. You can know something with good and evil, and that means, what means saying good and evil? There's a disconnect. It's not completely there. You only see one part. Oh, I'm going to use that part, but this part is not good. Every part of the other one, the good and evil are good. That's Etz Chaim. There's no such a thing as bad. Your opinion that I think is bad, or your weakness, or your challenge, or your Yetzer Hara, is here to be part of your challenge, and it's good. It's here for you to grow, to use the right way. And that's, I think, one of the precious lessons. And that's what Adam and Eve were not ready. Adam and Eve were not ready of the level of Gamzu Letova. Adam was not ready because he was not able to see through her like he saw through the animal. He was not able to appreciate who she was, and was not able to appreciate himself. Therefore, Adam if he had the desire still to, you can be like God, because that's what the snake convinced her and him, you're going to be like God. If he was really convinced that he had that desire, obviously he didn't understand his greatness. He almost like God. He says the angels saw him, and they almost got confused. They thought that was Hashem. He was B'Tselem Elokim. tremendous, powerful being, and you still have the desire to be like God, what's wrong with you? So, because he lacked an appreciation of himself, he couldn't appreciate Hashem, and he could not see himself as being married to Hashem. He saw himself maybe too low, and didn't appreciate everything that Hashem had given him, and the opportunity and the greatness. And when you do that with yourself, you put yourself low, you don't see your potential, your greatness, then you do that with others. So people, usually husbands who disrespect their wife, people don't feel good about themselves. You have to be good, feel good about yourself. And if you're able to feel good about yourself, I mean, you're able to see your greatness, and you respect yourself, then you're able to see the greatness in the other. That was one of the things with the mirrors of the women that were used to do the kior, and they was in the kior, which was copper, they would see the reflection of themselves. If I'm not able to see the reflection of myself, of my greatness, how am I going to be able to serve Hashem? It's an opportunity to serve Hashem. An opportunity to, the Kohen Gadol is like the wife of Hashem in the temple. And so it represents the couple. I have to be able to see my beauty, to see the beauty of the other. And if we do that, then we're able to have true love. And our kids are able to feel truly good. They see that, and able to, and we can pass that to our kids, and we can make a whole generation that truly love others, just like they love themselves. May we all be able to do the tikkun of Adam Arishon, and by working on our marriages, respecting our women, and respecting the men, being able to respect ourselves. It's all linked together, and hopefully we'll be able to achieve a complete refuah shlema to our body and soul, and bring Moshiach. Baruch Adonai l'olam. Amen ve'amen.